In today's episode, I'm going to talk about FromSoftware, the only studio that truly mastered Souls games. They're the real reason this genre even exists. Back in 2009, Demon Souls was released, the game that started it all. At the time, nobody cared about it. Even FromSoftware wasn't confident in the project. Development had problems, and most of the team wasn't excited, except for one man, Miyazaki. Miyazaki saw something different, and ironically, this is the game that made him who he is today. What's even crazier is that Sony, despite funding the game, didn't believe in it either. They thought it would fail because of its difficulty. Shuhei Yoshida even said the game was bad, confusing, and poorly designed, and yet it wasn't canceled. Miyazaki created something unique. He built a philosophy around difficulty, learning from failure, studying bosses, and improving over time. He didn't just make a game, he created a genre. After the game succeeded, everyone realized its value. This led to Dark Souls and later Bloodborne, which had a massive impact on the industry. Even today, Dark Souls 1 is considered one of the best games ever made. Since then, many developers tried to copy the formula, but most failed. First, boss design. In FromSoftware games, bosses are part of the world and story. Each one has lore, purpose, and emotion. Most of their stories are tragic, which makes you feel something when you defeat them. Sometimes you even feel bad for killing them. Take Arturius, for example. Once a legendary knight, now broken and consumed by darkness. You have to defeat him, but you feel his tragedy. Or the Nameless King, whose identity was erased because he sided with dragons. This level of storytelling is rare. In most Souls-like games, bosses are just obstacles. No depth, no emotion. Second, difficulty. FromSoftware makes games challenging but fair. Other developers often make bosses hard just for the sake of it. Huge damage, unfair mechanics, no balance. That's not real difficulty, that's bad design. If I asked you to name great bosses from Souls-like games, you'd struggle. But FromSoftware, you'd name many easily. Third, enemy placement. FromSoftware carefully designs encounters. Enemies are placed with purpose, but some games just throw enemies at you randomly. Take Lords of the Fallen, for example. It floods you with enemies everywhere. It becomes frustrating instead of fun. Some developers think more enemies equals harder game, which is completely wrong. Fourth, level design and exploration. FromSoftware creates interconnected worlds full of shortcuts and secrets. You explore and actually get rewarded. New weapons, bosses, or entire hidden areas. In many other games, exploration feels pointless. You struggle just to get a useless reward. Their environments also create tension. Areas like Blighttown or Bloodborne's world are unforgettable because of their atmosphere and psychological pressure. Finally, combat. FromSoftware combat feels responsive and fair. In many Souls-like games, attacks don't cancel properly, dodging feels delayed, and fights become frustrating instead of skill-based. The real problem is that Souls-like games are everywhere now, but most developers don't understand what makes them work. In the end, FromSoftware isn't just making games, they're setting the standard. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and check out my other content. Peace out!